Yo, what's up, peeps, man? It's your boy King. NBA Live 19 this time around, and I don't want to keep y'all too long here, but there's something I want to talk about because I saw a video on YouTube from a guy by the name of Exceeding Next Gen. Basically, he was breaking down the movement and the animations of NBA Live and 2K, right? And the animations. Okay, so the thing is, like the animations in NBA 2K, they look better. That's just this is just the reason is I personally believe is because 2K just does better. But they do a lot of mocap work. Now I'm not 100% sure about this, so don't quote me. But I think 2K does a lot of mocap work, and NBA Live mocap certain areas, but then they also have a lot of computer generated animations. And this is why 2K kind of just reigns supreme in like animations. Now, the type of animations I'm talking about are things like layups and dunks and, just off ball actions and between play cutscenes and stuff like that. They just look better in 2K. And I just believe that's because they just do really good mocap work. And I got to call a ball, a strike with that. So you're not going to get no fake over here, man. I'm just going to tell her how it is. And it's just the facts, man. Like it's a better animating game than NBA Live. Now, with that said, NBA Live does something it just does something majorly better than NBA 2K. And it's probably one of the most important things when we're talking about a sports game, right? Because I could say that the animation is better on NBA 2K19, but look, in the animations of NBA Live, this game doesn't animate poorly. There are times where it's like, what the fuck? But this game doesn't animate poorly. These are decent animations. Okay, like these animations are not. These animations don't kill immersion. Just put it like that. But the thing is, the foot plan. This game actually absolutely kills NBA 2K19 and NBA 2K18. Ever since they brought that new motion system in NBA 2K18 and 19, the game has just gotten just so terrible with the actual movements, not the animations. Well, they're all animations, but not the actionable animations like layups and dunks and just, off ball push offs and just hip right animations on the way to the rim and stuff like that, and foul animations and stuff like that. And jump shot animations and things like that. That type of stuff is mocapped really well, but the running animation and stuff, dude, like the running animation actually looks so bad on NBA 2K that it's not even funny. Like the dude it's like he's sitting down in a chair. Like he looks like he's sitting down in a chair, but somehow just run. It's so silly, dude. Like I just really wish they would clean up on that because it looks terrible. And not only that, the sliding in that game is just out of control, man. And this is the reason why I say this is something that NBA Live does a lot better than NBA 2K. And this is probably why the movement in this game, people are saying NBA 2K19 feels sluggish, and it's because they use NBA Live night. Well, not NBA Live. NBA 2K19 uses some kind of momentum system to where, and it's been in all the games. Like it has to be. You can't just go from going one direction instantly going to another direction. But it has this momentum system without foot plan. So what happens is you run in one direction and then the dude is just shuffling his feet trying to turn around instead of playing one foot and going in the opposite direction. And it just looks so terrible, man. This game does not do that. And this is why, in my opinion, the movement, like moving around the court and just driving to the lane and just blending things like that's the reason why the step backs in this game are so well done, because this game is always paying attention to foot planting. Now I'm gonna play this clip right here. Okay, I'm gonna play it. Now I'm in the practice gym messing around with James Harden, right? Now, for the most part here, you're not gonna really see any sliding. And the guy Exceeding Next Gen, he said that the dribbling looked better in NBA 2K, and that's correct. But there's just one key thing that's missing in NBA 2K, and it is the reason why it looks better, is because it's not taking account foot planting. Now you look at every single move almost that James Harden does is foot planting is being accounted for. Now you look at this: plants that left foot to put the ball through the legs, picks that right leg up to get the ball through the legs, bam, just bouncing, just shifting those feet, left leg pick up again, shift that right foot to get through the legs, a little hop. Look at this, man. You see what I'm saying? Like all of this is just foot plan is just being accounted for the best it can, man. Look at even this, like, bam, he hops over, plants those 2 feet right there, bam, bam, all of that, man. Like it's just, and this is me just in here basically just wiggling the stick left and right, but it's just everything is being accounted for, dude. This dude's not sliding all over the damn place, you know. He's not shifting his feet in awkward directions, you know. And then look at the even coupling it with the step back. Bam, he planted that foot right there, went right back, stepped back. Feet are not sliding. Feet are planted in place for the jump shot, the landing and everything. Everything was just done. Everything was accounted for basically in foot planting. And this is something that NBA 2K just does not do. And it's probably just RPM, this real player motion system, is the reason why. But this is probably one of the best things that they put in this game. And I don't ever want to see this go nowhere in future iterations, man. So this is the reason, because here's the thing. This is the reason why when you're developing a video game, and you know, because some people say they just don't want no sliding, you're gonna get sliding, and it's an animation thing. You can't get rid of sliding 100% as long as you have animations that, you know, are gonna be basically 2-man animations. Because first of all, the game's gonna always be 2-man animations. Like that's just how it is, you know. You can't just have, I mean, because the thing is, in real life, you just get 2-man interactions, right? You're like, if I'm driving to the rim on somebody and, you know, he gets up on me, you know, almost instinctively, like I'm gonna like use that arm to fight him off. And since there's no animations in real life, obviously it's just the action between 2 guys that's happening, right? It's this contact happening. So it's always gonna be that. It's just the way they can be implemented. They need to be implemented more seamlessly. Like, and they canned animations is what you don't want. You don't want animations that you just can't do shit about. And to make that happen with foot planting just 100%, you know, in the game, it's just basically what you'd have to do was you just have to make a bunch of variations of animations for the same thing, basically. To put into perspective what I mean, just pretend there's a defender in front of James Harden right here. Now we trying to account for 100% foot planting while having 2-man interactions, you know, that look good and make sense, and while still keeping foot planting, right? So you have to have an animation basically for every part of this motion here, more specifically his feet. Like you have to have an animation for this man's feet, where his feet is planted. Over here, you have to have an animation there. You have to have the animation here for this. Had to have one there for that, or else when the guy gets in a certain proximity and the animation triggers, those feet are gonna slide, you know. And I know that's small, and I know the community, it doesn't care about it to that extent. But when you say 100% foot plan, that's just what's gonna have to happen. There's gonna have to be a ton of animations. That's the reason why I don't see that even happening until we get maybe like 10-20 years down the road, to where, you know, the resources is available to have like just this many animations in a game. It would take so many animations, dude, like to really put this into effect, man. You would almost have to have a breakthrough in the way you animate, like the way you animate the game, where you mocap the game. Like it would have to be a breakthrough for something like that to happen. And this is the reason why you never see 100% foot planting. You've never seen it in a basketball game. It's just because it's just way too much to do, man. Like it's just, but for what this game has done, it's beautiful, man. Like it's foot planting in this game is absolutely beautiful. I was just playing a game against Wall and I say Wall, but the Washington Wizards and the San Antonio Spurs, man. And this game has been getting updated constantly too, man. This game feels a lot different than it did last week. I'll tell you that. Or a couple weeks ago, something has changed. I was just playing it and I noticed it was just a lot smoother. You know, blocks wasn't really in, because I'm playing with the Live King slider anyway, so blocks are basically at 0. So everything was smooth. The one thing I would wish this game would fix is the pass. And they pass the ball too close to the defense sometimes. Even when you're passing around the perimeter, you know, they pass the ball in between the receiver and the defender. And sometimes they pass it closer to the defender when it should be just a simple pass from basically like here to here, you know. And it's just, you know, it doesn't always, the right outcome doesn't always happen. But anyway, man, I'm not trying to keep y'all too long, man. It's Baby Boy King. Later.